We have 13 species of rattlesnake found here in Arizona. They range from right down in the Phoenix Valley all the way up to 8,000–9,000 feet in elevation up in the pine trees in the high country. We have all 13 species found here at the Phoenix Zoo. We do have 4 species of rattlesnake found here in Arizona that are protected. They're mostly found down in the Sky Island region, down in the south part of the state, up in the mountains. State reptile is the Arizona ridge-nosed rattlesnake, which is one of our 4 protected species. They're found usually along stream beds up in the kind of the pine trees and oak trees, oak mott's. They're a smaller species. They only get about 18 inches long on average. They'll feed on small lizards, frogs. They are actually known to eat centipedes as well. So they take advantage of any food item that they can find within their habitat. Very small species of rattlesnake. Most people think of rattlesnakes as 3–4 feet long and they're out on the desert. These guys are little and brown. They typically, the rattle is very high pitched, so it's almost more like an insect buzz. And you'll find them again along the stream beds, just kind of tucking in, looking for lizards when they can find them. Here at the zoo, we actually have a western diamondback rattlesnake, which is the most common species of rattlesnake you'll find in the Phoenix Valley. We have one that is albino, so your normal western diamondbacks are browns and grays in natural coloration. This guy is yellows and whites. He has all the feisty attitude of our western diamondbacks, just none of the normal coloration. They are opportunistic of everything down in the open desert. So they love mice and rats. They'll eat lizards. They will get big enough to take our desert cottontails, our small rabbits. So they're very opportunistic of anything they can come across. My personal favorite rattlesnake is our Arizona black rattlesnakes. I've been interested with them since I was very young. They're not your typical rattlesnake. Most of you think of rattlesnakes as browns and grays and open desert. These guys are black with sometimes yellow patterning on them, making almost a diamond shape. They're found up higher in elevation, so you get about 3,000 feet in elevation, basically where the pine trees start. You get into their habitat, and to me there's a beautiful contrast with a jet black rattlesnake instead of your typical brown and grays. They can get up to about 4 feet long. They average about 3.5. They would eat a lot of lizards, a lot of mice, squirrels would be on the menu as well. You could get probably about a dozen babies at a time on average. The main thing I always like to tell people is be happy you saw it. People come from all over the country to get to see the rattlesnakes and our wildlife here in the state. So if you see one, be happy you saw it. Step back, give it some space. You are in its house. So leave it alone. If it rattles, definitely give it some space. Back up, leave it alone. It'll usually crawl off all on its own. If you do happen to have an accident and get bit by a rattlesnake, the best thing to do, get on your cell phone and call for help. Try to stay calm. If you can, sit down where you are. Let the medical professionals deal with it. Your best bet is just to get to the hospital and get into good hands.